All right, welcome back. This is an example of a small thing that people do, a mistake, becomes a big thing, okay? There's other stories about small things becoming big things on realcopstoriesvideos.com, my website. Look it up. Just scroll through those stories, they're pretty good. This is another one. Working day shift, one of the few times I work day shift, and we're driving around and we hear a call come out at a very large park. It was on a Saturday afternoon. They have a lot of people there, you know, playing soccer and all that, and pretty full park. Well, some officer, I guess, went in to try to make an arrest on a dispute or some family dispute, and they're being assaulted. They're being jumped on. So the call comes out, officer needs help. And my agency, that's the top priority call. Red lights and siren, everybody's scooting up there. So I wasn't the driver, I was a passenger. And so we're in uniform, we're driving up there, and we got this nice Matador AMC police cars. Screamers, okay? They could be race cars, they're so fast. Okay, that was after the old Mercury Montegos on on my website. The tires are coming off and engines won't start, all the horrible cars that I'm sure somebody made money on by the city buying 600 of them. But these are great cars. So we're hauling. I mean, we are cooking. We're doing like 90 miles an hour on the freeway to get there because we hear multiple calls come out. Officer arriving, they're getting rocks and bottles. It's pretty bad. So we're rolling up there. So we pull up at the south side of the park. Huge park. Runs probably 4 or 5 miles along a freeway. And we're at the south end of the park. We get out and we see people scuffling. So we're running up there, and we see a guy throw a can of beer, okay, at the police. Okay, and it bounces off one of the officer's shoulders on the ground. And the reason why I know it fell next to a tree, which was next to the trash can. The reason why I know this is I go back and get it later, okay? So we see that, right? So then one of the officers says, "Get that guy." So I see him, he sees me, he's probably 19, and he starts running, okay, away from me. So I'm nearest him, so I'm chasing him. And I'm maybe 10 yards behind him, but we're going step for step. He's not getting away, but I'm not catching him either. It's like one of these capers, like this, you know. And I'm yelling, "Stop, police, stop, police." He keeps looking back. Well, here comes a Volkswagen Bug coming down past me. Ironically, he probably could have hit me if he wanted to because we were both running down the parking lot. Anyway, it goes by, the door opens up, the car, and you're yelling in there, "Get in the car, get in the car, get in the car," because on him, trying to get him to escape. So he's running over and I'm yelling, "Don't get in the car, get in the car." And he jumps in head first, the door slams, and there's an on-ramp right there, so he gets on the on-ramp and the Volkswagen takes off. But as soon as he got on the on-ramp, here comes a black and white, okay? He was chasing the car from another thing, so they go right by. And another black and white goes by, and they're on the on-ramp, and there they go. I hear sirens are in pursuit. Okay, fine. So I'm looking for my partner. He's caught up with me about that time, and I go, "Oh," so we start walking back to where the problem was, and now it's slowly dissipated. People are told to leave, and you know, this is a family park. I mean, you know, but you have pockets of gang members that show up just to show off. Like, look at us, we're hanging together, we're bad. And, you know, you're with your family and kids. I mean, come on, give me a break, okay? You know, can't you just have a nice Saturday at the park? No, you got to walk around like Mr. Macho. I'm a gang, or whatever. So we're walking back, and we hear the pursuit on the radio, and then we hear, "Oh, TC, traffic accident, traffic collision." Oh, okay, fine. So then we're walking back. We're just talking now, and the radio comes on. Hello, anybody? The officer that was chasing the guy on foot to the Volkswagen, could you bring the evidence and meet us at the station? I go, "Oh, that was me." I go, "Yeah, okay, no problem." So I walk not very far back to where I saw the can fall, and it's still laying there. It's wet and it's cold beer, and that's the one. I mean, I saw it hit, I saw it land. That's the one. I didn't go pick up something from somewhere. It's the right one. So I pick it up and put it in a little box that we had in the back of the car. Put the beer was left in a little sample jar to close it, make sure it's beer, because you go to court. Was it beer? No, there's a Budweiser can, but it's full of water. Yeah, right, whatever. But you'd be surprised, attorneys that make this stuff up, and I do it all the time. Okay, so we head to the station. Here's what happened, okay? My voice got funny. They were going to question the guys in the Volkswagen for something. They didn't have any crime on them yet, but they got scared, they took off. When they took off, they saw me chasing their homeboy, okay? And of course, they're going to save him. And these weren't even gang members. They were just people that were kind of like young adults that were trying to be funny with drinking beer. They weren't gang members. They were just young males. So this car's chasing them now because something must be up. They won't talk to us. And then, of course, they get in the chase. Well, that freeway is very tight. It's one of the older freeways in Los Angeles, built in the 30s. And it goes like this, you know. Not made for fast speeds. Well, apparently the first curve, the Volkswagen Bug didn't make it, and he rolled it. Okay, and it was a brand new, no license plates on the car, Volkswagen, okay? He rolls it. And luckily no one was killed. They dragged them all out. They arrested the guy for running from the police. They got another guy, passenger, for whatever, I don't know what charge it was, I never really could care less. And of course they got the passenger for throwing the can at the officer, and then they needed me to go in there. And so I go in there and Go upstairs, and they're all covered in dirt, and they're sitting there, and I'm like, what? Really? For beer? And I'm yelling at them. And they go, oh, you got the guy? Yeah, here's your beer. And I didn't see the guy throw the can. It was somebody else did. I just related what I saw it far away. I really can't testify because it's kind of far. But other officers saw what happened. They pointed to him and all that. Really? Okay, so A, you shouldn't have thrown the beer. B, once you threw the beer, they said stop. You should have just stopped and take responsibility, whatever it may be, battering an officer or whatever they might charge you with. But running, you got your buddies involved now. They rolled the brand new car. He's going to jail. The car is a mess. They said the car's totaled. It just rolled, and so it's you know. So you ruined your car. You're trying to save your friend from something that he did. I mean, again, it's such a small thing, and it goes into a huge thing. You know, I've seen a marijuana cigarette turns into a vehicle pursuit. But, you know, I mean, just why? Okay, just take your penance. I did it. You know, you won't see that in court anymore. Not in the old days. Yeah, they'd walk up to court and say, Your Honor, I did it. Nowadays, everybody has an excuse. Everybody has an attorney. Everybody has reasons why they did it, even though they still did it. I understand that. I have a lawyer friend of mine said, you ever heard anybody walk up and say, Your Honor, I did that. Give me my penalty. No. My buddy's an attorney. I said, because there are too many of you people in there who want to defend everybody. Okay? Not everybody is nice. 10% of the population are a-holes. Just look at it that way. My gosh, you know, it's not a perfect society. It's not. Okay, you ever go to a jury trial? 12 people, I think they all agree on what they're gonna have for lunch. Okay, come on. Anyway, so that's a story. It's just funny how a small thing is the big things, and I thought, oh well, we were gonna leave, and we're star witnesses as to how this thing started. So oh well, whatever. So anyway, that's my little story, and hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye bye.